Wakey, wakey. Now you might be wondering, hey, let's get some lights. Where's the lights? Oh, there. That's good. Now, you hungry? You looking for a pick-me-up kind of meal? The kind of meal that, well, anybody could enjoy. Well, then you're in luck, because I have just a meal for you. It's a classic dish. It's Peruvian, I believe, originally, with Oriental inspirations. So let's get into it, will we? Yeah. So we're looking for ingredients right about now. Salt. There we go. All right. This is everything you're gonna need right here. If you want to follow along, though. Gelatin, unflavored. Popcorn, butter addition. Parsley flakes, great value. Black peppercorn grinder. Cinnamon. Hershey's Special Dark, 100% cock. Fabrigo. Ironized sea salt. Ground clovers is all you'll need. And ramen noodle, chicken edition. Yeah. So let's get this ramen noodle prepared, shall we? Now, since you want to do this the right way, we're going to do this classic. We're going to do it classy, and it's going to be fine. First step. You break it as hard as you can on the floor, anywhere you can, as hard as you can. Maybe not as hard as you can. You'll rip the bag. Once it's broken up to about this consistency, this is what you're gonna want. Next step, a bowl. You're gonna want it to be perfectly this consistency, as you'll see here. Like a fine cereal. Yes. You can lose the chicken packet for now. Of course, you know what's next. Water. The lifeblood of this meal. Once it's about cereal consistency when it comes to water and grain, you're gonna want to move everything out of the way so you can then shove it directly into your microwave. This is where the money happens. You want to cook it no longer than a minute. You don't want it too soft. Just right. Now, of course, second, we'll start with the Jello. One of the most important meals of the day. You're going to want about this much. I don't have a measuring cup. It's supposed to be like 4 cups. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little less. Anyway, now you're going to want to bring it to a boil. Put it on about 3. 3 degrees is all you need.
Turn off the sink. That's an important part of this recipe. Stop the microwave. Grab it with your fingers. It shouldn't be hot enough for it to hurt you. It should just be just perfect. A delectable consistency. It should look about like some kind of strange oatmeal. Now you're going to want to add your seasonings. But first, you're going to need a utensil. I recommend a fork. A spoon if you want to get fancy. Make sure it's only one fork. Now that you have your fork, you're going to come over here and stir lightly. It should still be chunky and hard, just like me. Once you stick your fork in there, it should feel hard and gritty. It should be nice. Imagine like a kind of a bony fish consistency. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's get the seasonings in here. We're gonna start off with some classical paprika. Follow that up with cinnamon, of course. Just enough. I don't know how to use this grinder thing, so I'm not into it. Goodness gracious. This clover is bodacious. Goddamn cap. Come off of there. You should begin smelling the cinnamon permeate. Add a little bit of the clover. Just enough. Parsley to make it fancy and delectable. Oh yeah. Don't be afraid to overdo it. But personally, I don't. That's where the magic happens. Is we're going to use a little bit of the cocoa. Just a little bit. It's got no natural sweetness to it, so it's going to be a bit bitter. Oh God, that's far too much. All right, whatever. We're fine. Next, it would behoove you to get your goddamn... Hang on. Okay, so to counteract the severe cocoa mistake, we're going to grab some sugar out of here. God. Ugh. Get yourself a good rock. Drop it just right there. Ugh. Alright, next we're going to start up on that popcorn. Alright, the next step, you're going to want some cooking wine. Yeah, get that open. A little for you, and a little for me. God damn, that's salty. Just like Mama used to make. Alright, let's get this popcorn started. Alright, now this is where it starts to get wacky, but bear with me, please. Alright, you're gonna have to dump your ramen noodles into a larger bowl, right? Trust me. Now you take your popcorn, you pour in it, well, yeah, you're gonna pour in a generous heaping. There we go. Now what you're going to do next is you're going to start mixing. So let me do that real quick. Alright, now, the main issue here is your Jello started to foam up scarily. So now you're just mixing it in the prayer that it will still gelatify, or whatever it does. Just kind of grasping. The fear sets in. I start wondering, how did I do this so wrong? It was all perfect up until this point. Just keep trying in vain to make sure this Jello will come to fruition, but this fucking fetus is still holding on. This strange affront to God remains. No matter how much you try to whisk it all away, It remains. But at some point, you just gotta give in. At some point, you just gotta cut your losses. Oh, fuck, water's getting in. God damn it. Alright. Now for the piece de resistance. The moment we've all been waiting for, the ending to this concoction. Beautiful, isn't it? Well, now we let this chill for days, probably weeks. And then we'll check back on it. Oh yeah, all this preparation. 3 days of stewing in my refrigerator. And here we are. Gelatinous, goopy, and delicious. So let's take a bite, shall we? Oh, yeah, let's dig in, shall we? Oh, first, how could I forget the most important part of this meal? The seasoning. Now, for this recipe, you're going to want your frozen chicken mix. You're going to want to pour it in here. Like butter on top of popcorn. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now let's get an aerial view. Yeah. Let's dig in, shall we? Now, the gelatinous chunks didn't really stick as I'd want them to. You can kind of see the Jello effect in there a little, not too much. This one doesn't really have any popcorn. Let's get a bigger, better bit. There's the fetus I created with the Jello. Where's the popcorn? There we go. Yeah, there we go. It's like digging into like a cadaver's guts. Fairly decent. Now, let's take ourselves a bite. That wasn't so bad. Let's get ourselves a second bite. Yeah, let's get us a juicy chunk right here, yeah. Let me take this down. Alright, if you want to make this badass recipe at home, feed your whole family of 6. Oh man, you're gonna love it. It's juicy, it's good. You can make it for about 50 cents if you manage to get yourself inside a room that already had food in it. Yeah, delicious, so good, so yummy. If you get past the whole, gelatinous flavor, well, not flavor, but more so texture, it almost tastes okay. God damn. Look at that cross section. Let's see that bottom. Oh, yeah.